They say home is where the heart is, so I wonder why a motherfucker always feeling heartless.
Welcome back to another episode of Doubly Negative. As always, I'm Chris, here with a preoccupied Kyle. You can find us on Patreon, patreon.com. Just type in Doubly Negative in the search and give us your money. Kyle, I think we
Hi,
should
Chris.
turn the volume down on that. You're a little
Okay.
far from the mic.
Okay. Get a little bit closer.
Kyle's, for those of you not watching on YouTube, which many of you don't, he has got the VR headset on right now. And
I'm just learning things, just like really looking at the educational materials.
are you at the Eiffel Tower? Something like that?
Something French is going on.
Yeah. He's watching porn. He's checking out porn.
Potato, you know what I mean?
Risky move at your buddy's house while wearing sweatpants. Okay, let's We're gonna turn the
All right, hold on. Let me just see the money shot.
Turn the volume down.
Let me just see the money shot and I'll get off of here.
Oh god.
Just occupy him for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do my best. So I missed my therapy appointment, my last therapy appointment.
Because you're using the VR?
No, because I forgot.
Oh.
So I was supposed to have one on Wednesday. And Michelle asked me, she says, well, when's your next you in therapy tonight? No, it wasn't. I was at the gym. As you can all see, for those of you on the YouTube, I am looking svelte.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle didn't notice, didn't say anything. I was hoping for it. He did not. I do feel a little less bloated. Get the confidence moving. But Kyle.
Yes.
An interesting thing happened to me over the weekend, and I kind of want your take on it.
Okay.
So the wife and I are at a coffee shop, and we're sitting in like a back room area. It's open, like it's part of the restaurant, but it's kind of towards the back.
What coffee shop?
I cannot say.
Okay.
And I see a little mouse creep in the back door.
Oh no.
Creep in the back door, and start running around. So we tell them. And my question for you is, if you're at a restaurant, you're sitting down and you see a mouse run out.
Yep.
Are you staying and eating the food?
I might need a minute. Yeah, dude, you got to check this one out real quick. Just check this out. I'll answer in a second.
This is very good.
Just check that. Wait. Start.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they did the same thing. You have to look down at your dick.
Okay.
She's really on it.
Yeah, okay, I'm turning this off.
Aw, dude.
You can use it later.
All right. Okay, so do I eat at the restaurant if I saw a mouse? Is it a mouse or a rat?
A mouse. It's a small mouse. It was kind of cute.
And it's you're at a coffee shop. What are you eating?
Oh, they have good sandwiches there.
I don't know. I probably still would.
I did, but it was in the back of my mind the whole time.
Yeah.
I had an onion on the sandwich, and it resembled a mouse tail. It wasn't, obviously, but in my head, I was like, "What is this in my mouth?" And I said, "You know what? That's it."
Well, yeah, I guess there's two different things there. There's one, the actual uncleanliness of it. Would you get sick or whatever? And then there's two, the psychological toll that it's going to take on you. And it sounds like you didn't fully enjoy your sandwich.
No, and usually I do, and now it might hold me back from going there again. Although I've worked in restaurants where there's been mice, and I still ate their food.
It's just part of life, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I think in America, we're so particular about everything, and like we think things have to be a certain way. Dude, in Indonesia, so they have these things that are called warungs, and it's just like a street side restaurant.
Yeah.
And they basically cook the food, and it's always like a platter of different things. So they got a platter of potato pancakes, a platter of beef, whatever. And they put it in this window, and then they close kind of a curtain. But sometimes the food is there for a while, and I've gone to them where there's flies just buzzing around the food.
Ugh.
Right? And you don't know how long this stuff's been out. You don't know when they made it. You don't know if they use the same pot, as they haven't cleaned it in weeks, right?
Probably not, yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know.
Does it add to the flavor maybe a little bit? That's what makes it so special.
I'm just trying to say that the cleanliness stuff, it doesn't really bother me as much as it probably does most people.
It's one of those things where what I don't know won't hurt me.
Yeah.
Like I know in the back of my mind, a lot of restaurants deal with this stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't see it. It's not in my face. This right out in the open.
Well, dude, especially after that movie Waiting. You remember that movie, right?
Yeah, it's been quite some time.
Yeah,
since I
Dane
saw it.
Cook and all those the cooks are spitting in the food and doing worse stuff too.
Yeah.
Like people developed a real like fear of that. And I've had that in the back of my mind too. That's part of the reason I won't complain about anything at a restaurant.
Yeah, don't.
Even though, I mean, does it really happen? You worked in restaurants. How often does it happen?
I didn't see it. Maybe saw it once.
Yeah.
But
Maybe? What do you mean maybe?
maybe I saw it once.
You did it?
No, I would never do that.
No?
No. But I did see a cook who didn't like one of the people and then
What is
spit.
Oh, okay.
Um
Could be worse.
yeah, I mean the worst thing I would do is if like a table was like really, really rude to me while I was filling up their sodas, I would just hang my fingers over the cup and get my hand covered in soda as I was filling up the cup of soda. Just a small little way for me to,
It's such a funny way to like get at someone too, because they're never gonna know.
nope, but
You didn't
know.
affect like that's what it is, right?
It's special,
It's weird, dude. I don't know. I've never been like that. Like some people will take someone's toothbrush and rub it in their asshole or whatever.
You want the reaction. You want to see the reaction. You want to be there and say, you want to pull the curtain back and say, just so you know, I stuck my fingers in your soda.
Yeah, I guess I don't really do that type of stuff, but if I were to, I would want the reaction, I think.
Yeah. I think it's enough for me to just have that little edge over them. Just, I know. You don't need to know.
You do that type of stuff a lot?
No, never.
That
I don't. I'm petty. I'm
Okay.
petty as fuck. But I'm not that petty. I don't care enough anymore. No one's directly, the restaurant business is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I don't have to deal with stuff like that anymore. So, did you ever work in a restaurant?
No.
No? You were a retail king.
Yeah.
Yep. You were at a Christmas tree shop, flirting with the old ladies.
Yeah, let's see. Christmas tree shop,
You went up and down
Cumberland
too.
Farms, Marshalls. Yeah, I did a lot of retail.
Yeah.
A little bit of hospitality in the hotel.
A little bit of yeah, we've talked about that before. You're a very good maintenance man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on with you? Have you had well, you've been on the medication for another week.
Yeah.
How's that going?
So this one, I think I talked about it before, but it's called Lamictal, and it could cause a deadly rash in like 1 in 3,000 people or something like that. So because of that, they start you on a very low dose, and then go up every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we touched on this last episode. We kind of described it a bit.
The point of saying this is that I'm still on the starter dose, which means I probably don't feel anything.
Yeah, it's just to kind of test it out, see if you get the rash or not.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been like 7 days, no rash. So I would imagine I got a psych appointment on Wednesday. I would imagine he'll increase the dose, double it.
How long you been on? A week? 2 weeks?
Since the 5th.
The 5th. That's a decent amount of time. How quickly do they usually up the dose? Do you know, or is that just pure guessing?
From Google, it's every 2 weeks. So
Okay.
It goes like 25 milligrams for 2 weeks, then 50 milligrams 2 weeks, and then I don't know if it's 75 or 100, but whatever. A lot of people are on like 100. Very few people get anything out of 50. Some people are on like 200 or 300.
That's a lot.
I guess it's just like trial and error. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that model. It's not working at this dose. What if we gave you a ridiculously high dose? Would it work then?
There's just no alternative.
No, doesn't seem to be.
And even that test that I talked about before that I told my psychiatrist about, the blood test that says which medications might help you.
Wait, are you going back to the same one?
No.
You canceled?
Yeah.
Okay.
But even that test is, some people think it's total bullshit. Some people think it helps, but even if it helped, it's not going to tell you how many milligrams or anything like that. So there really is there's nothing else except trial and error. They can take educated guesses based on diagnoses and stuff, but it's always going to be trial and error.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like that is like the only way because everyone's so different. I don't see how they can say, all right, this is the answer for you. I mean, how do you measure? You can't measure how your body's going to react to something it's never touched.
Yeah, I guess there's all these different genes and hormones and chemicals and stuff. And we could have the exact same problem.
Yep.
Might work for you, might be awful for me. It's really weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's That's the unfortunate reality of it.
Yeah.
So you are exercising again.
Yeah.
You're lifting.
Yeah.
This is a pretty drastic turnaround from where you were a few weeks ago, I feel.
Yeah.
You're getting
Yeah.
up early to run.
Only once.
And it's cold.
Never
I
again.
know, but that's
Yeah.
stupid. That was just dumb.
I wasn't a fan of it.
No.
No.
Would you do it again?
If I had to.
Do you have to?
No.
No. So
Probably not.
yeah.
No, but I don't know. I made some sort of commitment to myself where I was like, okay, I'm only here for a little bit longer. I'm gonna take the gym seriously. And yeah, I went 6 times last week.
That's a lot of times.
One rest day.
Yeah. I only went 3 times, but that's because I started on a Tuesday. I don't go into the office Friday. That's where my gym is. Was gonna run or something this weekend, like do some sort of cardio, but my back hurts.
Mm.
And I blame Ollie. I think it's his fault because he takes up a lot of the bed, likes to throw his paws into me. I probably slept like a pretzel.
Lower or upper?
Lower dead center.
That's not good.
No, it does not feel good at all. I couldn't get up, sit down, bend over. I felt like I was 60.
I guess lower is more dangerous for certain things. The only thing I'm basing this off of is foam rolling.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that on every part of your body except your lower back, I think. You're not supposed to do it in your lower back.
Oh, I would exclusively roll on my lower back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna Google that now because I think that's correct.
No, because I used to love foam rolling my lower back.
Really?
But it makes sense on why you couldn't.
Yeah, maybe vertebrae or paralysis or something. Who knows?
Imagine that. Oh, I'm just gonna roll my back out. So it's good for my body and make me feel good and stretch, and then you just paralyze yourself.
I think I might have just made that up.
Yeah, there's no weight to these claims. So if you're foam rolling your lower back, keep on doing it.
Areas to avoid with the foam roller include the abdomen, low back, and chest for women.
Well, I can't imagine that would feel really good for the women.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things where you're gonna find sources either way.
Yeah, like everything online.
All right, yeah, forget that.
I'm gonna keep foam rolling my back, given the opportunity.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
I know that's one of those things. Like I feel like everybody probably should do, but I just don't feel like it, and I always don't.
Oh yeah, because I just want to get out of the gym as quick as possible.
Yeah,
I've got other stuff to do. I'm not gonna be foam rolling and stuff. I gotta hit the sauna and I gotta get out of here.
yeah. Even the sauna. I mean, my gym's got that, but I haven't done it.
Oh, I really enjoy it, especially when it's cold like this. Yeah.
You go full dick out, or
No. Boxers.
you're wearing boxers?
Boxers. Lots of people do dick out. Lots of people are clothed fully.
Shirtless.
Oh yeah, just boxers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you feel self-conscious and like that?
Nah, there's a lot of people there that look much worse off than I do. Yeah. So, and I don't know anyone really. If someone from work was there, maybe I'd be like, oh nope, you're not getting a glimpse of this.
Do you hit each other with those branches, those things?
Branches?
Yeah, I know in some saunas, it's customary for gay men to hit each other with branches as a kind of ritual before they have anal sex.
Oh, I've never heard of this, but you seem pretty well versed.
Yeah, I know you're having the anal sex, so I'm just wondering if you're doing the branches before that.
No anal sex. Maybe because there's no branches there. If the branches presented themselves,
What are those things? They're not branches. You don't even know what I'm talking about, huh?
isn't it kind of like a feathery type of leaf, like a long leaf?
Yeah, like a palm or something like that.
Kind of selling myself out a little bit. No, that long.
Yeah.
No, what's that? Explain.
Yeah.
You just turned it around on me. I don't like that.
Did you ever get propositioned in a?
Never propositioned.
No.
No, especially not in the shape I'm currently in. I can't imagine. Oh, who knows? I'm a bear.
Dude, bear. Yeah.
I'm a bear. Yeah. I got the hairy.
Yeah, that's a nice beard you got going there.
I don't know if you noticed. There's a little bit of gray in it now. I got a touch of gray right on the left.
Is that gray though, or is that just like a different?
No, it's gray. All right. And kind of excited about it. It is taking a little bit of real estate in my head because I'm not sure if I want to pluck it. And I'm getting old because that's a sign, you passed it. I'm losing it. But I kind of like the salt and pepper look, and I kind of want it to fill in a little quicker.
Dude, don't pluck it. Then
I'm not gonna pluck it.
You're going down this dangerous road where you're like trying to fight something that's inevitable.
I jokingly told Michelle I was going to start using Just for Men black and dyeing my beard, just like jet black.
Yeah, like Al from Home Improvement.
I don't know if I ever saw that episode. I've seen very little.
No, the neighbor guy.
Oh, yeah, I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, is he on the commercial? He looks like someone that would be on a Just for Men commercial or a box.
maybe that's why I'm thinking of him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Now I kind of want to Google that.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I feel like that guy's just got like a jet black beard. Man, that's so weird because I haven't even thought about Home Improvement in so long, and now I'm just thinking, how many TV shows have I watched dozens or hundreds of hours of? How much of my life has been taken by sitcoms and America's Funniest Home Video and Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune?
A lot of it. Probably a large portion of our lives are just spent digesting stuff and then forgetting about it, but really enjoying it in the moment.
Yeah, they used to say like the average American spends 4 hours on TV or something like that a night or whatever, and now it's like the same thing for the phone. But sometimes I go way over that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I play a lot of fucking video games for someone my age.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But hey, it's what we like to do in our free time.
Did I tell you about my thumb?
No.
So my thumb, I don't know if this has ever happened to me before, but I got a callus right there. You get that?
No.
No, feel here. Feel here.
You got baby smooth hands.
Not there. A little bit more here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm callous. Maybe I just permanently don't have skin there because of how much I play.
maybe.
I'm seasoned. I've been doing this for a while. You only do it when you come back.
Yeah, I scared myself actually because I started getting a callus. Just playing a lot of video games.
You scared yourself?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, just playing like FIFA and other stuff. Red Dead Redemption too. So that and so I started getting this callus and I Googled it and I'm like, gamer's thumb. I just thought of that. But actually, gamer's thumb is way worse than a callus. Gamer's thumb, the tendons in your thumb can get all fucked up, like a carpal tunnel or something like that. But I think you'd probably feel some pain before that.
Yeah, I don't think that's just like the start.
Yeah.
I think you're probably freaking out a little bit. You're like, do I have gamer's thumb? Let me look it up. And then the first thing is you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could lead to death.
Video games are pretty fun though.
It's a problem, and they're only gonna get better.
Is it a problem? Because
I don't know. I don't mean it as like an
Yeah.
actual problem. I just really enjoy video games as a 31-year-old male.
I don't know. I've been having more thoughts like fuck it. If we're all just going to be batteries in the Matrix and we end up with just VR headsets on us at all times and like
You opened up the podcast with a VR headset on you.
yeah, if that's the way it's going, why fight against it?
Yeah, we enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Just because we don't think we should spend that much time on screens.
Like, what do we think we're going to do? Right? We all have this idea. Oh, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to write a book. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead. But if not, play
Just
video games.
Jerk off
and
do Oxycontin.
If you want.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Jerk off and do Oxy. Yeah, I mean, why not? But yeah, people will always say, oh, I'm trying to limit my child on video games. And, if you talk to, people our age and they have kids and, they try to not let them play as much. But, I think it promotes like complex problem solving.
Depends.
Do you think FIFA is problem solving?
To a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, find your way through this maze of players while they're also moving, and you can't like really know what they're gonna do to find your way to the front and get a goal.
Well, that guy I talked about, I might have said this exact same thing before, so sorry, but
it was a lot of episodes ago. I already know.
Yeah, Healthy Gamer GG.
Yeah.
This guy on YouTube, he's a psychiatrist, and he's talking about how a lot of kids find video games challenging and stimulating when regular school or other chores aren't, because video games scale with your ability, with your skill.
Mm-hmm.
So you're always getting rewarded at the right time, and you're going up at the right time. So it definitely does do some positive things, but the negative things, I mean, it's like anything else, moderation. Maybe there's a certain threshold you pass where now your positive benefits are way outweighed by things like addiction and sedentary lifestyle. And
oh yeah, and you see people all the time, like especially the game like FIFA Ultimate Team, people will spend thousands and thousands on packs. You'll see posts on Reddit of people being like, I'm addicted, I had to stop the game, I stopped in like 13 and I picked it back up, and I just can't not spend money on packs.
How much have you spent?
Maybe $100,
$100,
maybe 150.
That means 400.
No. I would never. No, but in the beginning of the game cycle, it's like, hey, what? Fuck it, why not? And but I haven't in a while. I don't really have an interest to. Going back, I probably wouldn't have wanted to spend that money just because I feel like it's stupid at the end of the day. But in the moment, I wanted to, and I enjoyed it in the moment. I got that serotonin boost. I'm not a degenerate. I'm not at the casino every weekend.
I'm thinking now,
I'm too cheap to gamble.
if I had a kid And I really wanted to try to be a dad and not just run away, because that's an option too.
Yeah.
But let's say I had
Is
a
that
kid.
like your go-to option right now if it were to happen?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yeah. Gone. Yeah. Done. Option 1A for Kyle if he has his child is leave.
Gone.
Yeah.
1B would be like, let's say I really wanted to take care of a kid the way I think it should be done.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. The things I would allow my kid to do are far different from what I would allow myself to do. Because I would try to be making the kid a good human being. I wouldn't let it play 6 hours of FIFA a day.
Yeah.
But I do that to myself. And now I'm wondering, what if we treat ourselves as our own child? Our own children?
We'd probably want what's way better for us than what we actually do for ourselves. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Maybe that's what we do. We start treating ourselves like we're our own parent. But then there's that like gray area where, oh, my parent would let me do that. I mean,
Oh yeah, you gotta.
I saw my parents, and if I'm doing what they do,
Yeah.
I'm free to do whatever the fuck I want.
Jerking off and doing Oxycontin.
Yeah. Or fentanyl.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know. It just comes down to making good life choices.
I feel like I'm so stuck in between both sides, where what I said earlier, I was being a little bit facetious when I said, fuck writing a book, just jerk off and take Oxycontin.
Mm-hmm.
I was being a little bit silly, but also I kind of feel like that. But then the other part of me is like, no, you should try to do better because you feel better.
Yeah.
When you're doing better, you feel better. But it's just like, oh man, fuck it.
No, I mean, I've noticed that myself these last couple weeks, like starting to exercise and eating healthy. I just feel better overall, and I'm doing way more productive things around the house, and it feels good to do them. It doesn't feel like a chore.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually, if I stay in this routine long enough, I'll start hating those other things while still making good life choices elsewhere. But it's just kind of that snowball effect, the momentum we talked about. 100 episodes now. How close are we to 100 episodes, by the way?
I think this is 91.
It's got to be coming up soon. I can't see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 91.
So for the 100th episode, I think we know what we're not going to do, and that's we're not going to get blackout drunk and record.
Well, that's 2 months away. That's 2 months away. So
Yeah.
we'll think about it.
Yeah, this is 91.
While you're on here, just take a quick look at the demographics.
I know where this is going. Can you see? Do you have contacts in?
I can see. Belgium, Singapore, United States of America. Well,
Well, these are all over United States. I have different areas. New York. I mean,
actually, did you see that letter I sent you?
I didn't look at the letter. I meant to read it.
Don't.
And then
I'll read it. Let's go into it blind.
okay, I like this.
So we got a letter, first time in a while.
Whoa! Usually people are angry.
This one is special.
I'm excited to hear the letter.
Yeah.
Who's it from?
I think his name is Aiden. And I'm not gonna read anything until I open it because I think, well, you'll see. Where's my?
Wow, so we got a letter. Oh, speaking of, I wonder how Cheez-It's doing. Cheez-It, if you're still listening, you let us know.
All right, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Hello, Chris and Kyle. My name is Aiden. I am 17 years old from Singapore. I started listening 1 year ago when I heard you talk about depression. I listen now because I like your sharing thoughts and to improve my English. Sometimes I learn things from you two, and I like the way you are friends. I am the same as Chris in some ways. I worry about my dog a lot too. Sadly, I do have one bad thing to say. It is very offensive sometimes, the words on the show. Chris is okay, but Kyle is very bad. I don't appreciate when he asks me in my country to do that thing to his body. I hope you can be nicer because I like to listen. Sincerely, Aiden.
So Aiden from Singapore. Hi, Aiden. I'm curious about the name in the region. I'm not sure. There must be a lot of Aidens in Singapore. If we were to look it up, that might be one of the top names. Let me Google it.
I think I've only been to Singapore once, but it's they speak English. I think it's like their primary language.
He's trying to learn the language from us. He might not be from Singapore. He might be in Singapore now.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's an international country.
An
Um,
international country.
well, its demographics are international in nature.
Oh, okay,
You know,
gotcha.
like
There
the
you go.
United States, as opposed
It's a
to a
melting pot.
country. Yeah.
Huh. So did he go into specifics about
I just read the letter. That's what it is.
oh, that's true. So yeah, I guess you can't ask them to do that thing to their body, your body anymore.
Um,
What do you have thoughts? I mean, he said I'm okay. He has a beef with you.
I have very mixed thoughts.
Go off.
I don't know. It's just like it's tough. It's his kid,
17.
17 years old, and he's given us a lot of positive feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also telling me to censor myself.
I've got all positive feedback from Aiden. I want that to be clear.
Yeah, he did say you're okay.
Why just okay? Maybe that's a language thing because he probably meant to say great.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you think about it? About our. You're mostly okay, but you say offensive stuff sometimes.
I think it's good to well, it depends on what the offensive things are. That's why I asked for specifics, right? If it's egregiously offensive, then yeah, maybe tone it down a bit. But I can't think of anything egregiously offensive that you've said. And
What about when I told Aiden in his country to suck my dick?
it's a joke. Now I'm on his bad side.
So you think he should lighten up?
Maybe just realize it's not from a place of malice.
It's not. It really isn't,
And
Aiden.
understand it's just a little, give us money or something else, right? We could think of maybe download all of our episodes, do this, do that. Instead, you jump right to fellatio. I know it, I mean, your lovely girlfriend is halfway across the world right now, and you got just your right hand, and you've had just your right hand for.
So I'm just shooting a shot. I'm just hoping somebody out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Especially because I like him. He's mentioning depression, so he's probably gone through similar stuff.
Yep. So,
And he listens, so
we appreciate it.
Yeah. It's actually, you know what, Aiden and whoever else thinks similar, because we have gotten feedback like Justin didn't like when we talked about our dick so much, right?
Mm-hmm. And then we talked about our dicks a lot a few episodes ago, and that's when my mother-in-law decided to hop back in and see how I'm doing.
There is pluses and minuses, and the pluses might only be that I'm making myself laugh. That might be the only plus.
Yeah.
But the minuses is we become less accessible, and I think some people don't like it. And I want you to know, Aiden and whoever else feels the same, that I think about this stuff, and not only just now, but I've thought about it before, and I might, who knows? I don't know. And also, like, it's awesome to hear from a listener.
It is. No, I enjoy it. It makes me know we're doing something.
Yeah.
And
actually, I went to Singapore once, only for a day, but I might have to go back there at some point for a visa run or something too. And I don't know, like, I'll just throw it out there, Aiden. If you would want to, drinks on me. If you want to, we could talk about the podcast or whatever about your life, and who knows where things go, and maybe at the end of you could suck my dick.
yeah, I knew where you were going with
How do
this.
you know?
Right, like as you started going, hey, and I'm there, and I almost wanted to hop in, but I didn't want to step all over the bit. But yeah, I knew you were gonna. It was gonna end with.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out the right way to get there, but
No, you got there successfully, and I don't. You might.
But now I feel bad again.
Yeah, so I think us as podcasters, we have a responsibility to our listeners, and sometimes we talk about heavy topics, and they come here for the hard-hitting issues and what we're going through. And maybe we have a responsibility to kind of make sure this is the safe space for everyone.
You think so?
I don't know. Just a thought that popped in my head.
Let me see this list of places in the U.S. Does it start with West Warwick? Is that the top one?
Yeah, that's all over here.
Is that the top one, though, or if you scroll up? Oh, okay. Coventry's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't like that.
Not one bit.
That's weird. I don't like that. West Warwick, Boston. So a lot of these are people that we know.
Yeah, and then we got San Jose, Columbus.
Yeah, it's a lot of New England area, huh?
Medford, Des Moines. Yeah.
And then Ireland. I mean, who knows about that?
Maybe top of the morning to you. Maybe it's Conor McGregor.
What is the name of that town in Germany?
Can't see.
Try. Give that a shot.
Oh, that's Mönchengladbach.
Of course.
Yeah, no, that's they got a team, Mönchengladbach.
Do they really?
Bundesliga.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are any of them particularly good at sucking dick?
I would assume someone on the team has to
I'm
be
sorry,
good.
Aiden. I can't stop it. I just, maybe we can have a dialogue back and forth. Maybe we can make some sort of concession. Maybe we can meet in the middle.
I'm surprised you didn't say when you said concession. I thought something was going to pop out as a consensual.
It's not going to be consensual.
Well, here we go again with tiptoe line.
Fuck.
Here we go again.
I don't know. I appreciate that you want to improve your English, but there's Duolingo, other podcasts. I don't know. I'm just going on about the same stuff, but we can move on.
Yeah, but thank you for reaching out, Aiden, and maybe write back in your thoughts on Kyle's response here. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on Kyle's response.
I'm a little bit afraid now.
I would be. You're not going to be going to Singapore for the visa run.
Yeah, that's also a little bit of a concern.
Because Aiden's going to be looking for you, and he's gonna. Well, actually, we don't know if he's going to be looking for you. Maybe he'll see your side and say, "Oh, you know what? All's good. Water under the bridge."
I'm also not totally sure about free speech in other countries, because there's some places where you can't say things about political leaders, for example.
Oh yeah, they'll throw you right in the brink.
And if I'm over in that part of the world, and I've told all of the countries over there to suck my dick, is that dangerous?
Who is their political leader at the moment? I think you should say something specifically towards.
Number one, no. And number two, I don't know. So that's lucky, actually.
Yeah. So he only means it if you're not high in power. He's talking to those people.
Oh.
The common man.
Yeah.
And women.
But in some of these places, sodomy is illegal.
I mean, the place where you're moving back to, you're not allowed to have premarital sex.
Right. So what I'm requesting isn't legal. That's what's that called? Soliciting?
Well, can there be premarital fellatio?
It's called sodomy, I think.
Sodomy.
Yeah, I got to find a place where sodomy is totally accepted.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's talk about that. So
no, what?
You only being able to use your right hand while you're here in America, and now you're going to go back.
Left hand.
You're lefty?
Yeah. I switched at some point. I was probably 19 or 20, and I never went back.
You wanted to be ambidextrous?
Hey.
No, that's good. That's weird that I'm way less coordinated with my left hand.
Yeah, it's like, they tell you to brush your teeth with the other hand and you'll get smarter. I jerk off with the other hand, and I'm a genius.
Yeah. Imagine if it worked like that. Well, rather than brush my teeth, what if I just crank my carrot lefty?
It should work.
Well, we're gonna have you take an IQ test.
I think the whole point is activating neural pathways that you don't usually activate, right?
Yeah, I mean, but the whole brush your teeth thing, I feel like you're doing it in a safer way, because if I'm brushing lefty, I'm not cleaning as well as I should. Missing teeth.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. You're doing it in a way where it's not going to be detrimental.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a little dicey in the beginning. Rough waters with the lefty. But
and
that's
actually,
your business, not mine.
It's also better because what's the goal of brushing your teeth, right? To clean teeth. Now, how do you judge that? You can't really. Maybe it feels clean or whatever. But there's a clear endpoint when you're jerking off. Yeah. So there is success. So yeah, it's better. And I think this was all a derail. You had something to say.
I don't know, but you're horny, dude. You're a horny guy.
What?
You come in, the first thing you do is sit down and put on the VR headset and start going.
Do you have access to one at home?
Do you have a browser on this thing?
I wanted to see it.
No, but you're fucking horny. You come in here and then we're talking about people S&O, and then you cranking your carrot.
Oh,
lefty.
man.
You are a horny individual.
I feel shameful now.
The horny police are going to arrest you. You're not going to make it in Bali.
There's no horny police.
In Bali, there is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Are you married? No. Cuff him.
Fuck.
I don't know where I was going, where it got derailed, but
I don't know. You were talking about right-handed jerking off. You're saying you've only had your right hand, and that's when I butted in. I had to. I just had to say I use my left because I'm a horny bastard. I guess I just have to talk about my left hand.
You are a horny bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I guess. Oh, I know where I was going. So you've only had your left hand for a couple months now.
Yeah.
And while you have been out of that country, they made it illegal to make whoopee before marriage. So how do you plan on addressing that when you get back? Are you going to be an outlaw?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, now you have a verbal confession that's going to be going up on the internet. All I'm saying is,
What are you doing?
Be careful, Kyle.
Why are you entrapping me?
I will send this to the authorities.
Why are you entrapping me? I don't understand.
You walked into the trap.
I thought we were friends.
We are. We are.
You want me to go to Indonesian prison?
It would be good content.
Yeah. I'm not gonna they're not gonna let me record from prison.
You never know.
Maybe they would actually if I paid enough.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be insane content.
Yeah.
All right, let's try.
In the mess hall, holding up the phone.
Yeah.
I wonder how the Wi-Fi is there, though.
I've heard that you can pay to get your phone, and I don't know, maybe if you had regular service, you wouldn't need Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be like a rapper when they make a mixtape and it comes out while they're in jail.
Yeah.
You'd be making a podcast. That's gangsta.
I would listen to that.
Is that like the version of like, you make the mixtape over the phone and that's gangsta, right? But for millennial or I don't know what Gen Z, millennial, whatever, since everyone has a podcast now, that's kind of our version of making a record through the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, because making a mixtape would require planning and patience and practice. But if you do a podcast, you can just turn a microphone on and say whatever comes to your mind with no planning.
Yeah, and no censorship, according to Aiden.
And no talent or skills or
just a couple of guys that had $50 and bought a mic.
And a bunch of people from your hometown will listen, and maybe some people from Singapore and Belgium, apparently.
Yeah.
What do you think about this podcast?
I like it.
Be honest.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy sitting down having these conversations. Why? What do you think? You quitting?
I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know what we're doing either. Is there really a goal, an end goal? Or is it just kind of something we do? Like how we play FIFA. Is there an end goal?
I guess there shouldn't be, huh?
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Thing that takes the pressure off, and I think that's why we still enjoy doing it almost 100 episodes in. We're not failing to reach these milestones because we haven't set any milestones for ourselves. Loser mentality, Andrew Tate would hate it, but that's the one we got.
This might be the biggest commitment I've made. This is almost 2 years.
It's wild. I can't believe it.
I've never stuck to anything for 2 years.
No. I feel like it's kind of flown by. It doesn't feel like we've been doing it for 2 years, but I feel like if we were to eventually just stop, it would feel like a piece of me is no longer there. Not to sound corny, but it's something that we do weekly. And if it does come to its demise, then it will kind of feel like there's just a piece of me that was very consistent that's no longer there.
It might.
So that's my thoughts.
Have you had other similar things that you've been really into and maybe put a lot of effort into, and then they're just done, defunct?
What do you mean, like after you just stop doing it?
Yeah,
you feel like
especially some sort of a personal project, some sort of passion or something.
Even I guess jiu-jitsu is one of them that I haven't, because I've just been at the gym. I do plan on going back to it eventually, but I'm in just such bad shape. It's not like fun for me right now.
So do you feel that same way? Like part of you
is kind of, yeah. Because it was a very big part of my life for 3 years, maybe. So I don't know. And I also fear that when I do go back and start getting into the swing of things, will I be able to fall back in love with it? Or will I kind of be this, man, it was a lot better in my head.
Well, that reminds me of like the main reason these things fall off is when you first start something, you get that huge rush of extremely new stimulation. Like jiu-jitsu, for example, the first few times you go, it's unlike anything you've ever done before.
Yeah.
And then the more you do it, all of a sudden it's routine, and then it can get boring or too difficult or whatever, and then you stop doing it. It's like maybe that's why it's really easy to start something new, but actually keeping up with it is almost impossible.
Because we're looking for that new, like I've done it with powerlifting, jiu-jitsu, disc golf.
I played bass guitar for a year.
You want to know the one thing that you've been very consistent with, though?
Jerking off with my left hand.
Bingo. That's what I was gonna
Is
say.
that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, you stuck with that for a while. That is your true passion project.
Well, actually, if you count jerking off, I'm extremely committed to jerking off.
Once a day, twice a day, sometimes.
And even if I back off for a little while, it's always gonna be there.
It's like getting on a bike too.
Yeah.
You know how to do it.
I know how to do it.
Yeah. So I think that's a good place to wrap it.
You think so?
Yeah. We'll name this episode Kyle's Passion Project.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ollie's in here, and I think he has to go outside.
Okay.
So that was me kissing Ollie, not kissing Kyle. For those of you who are just audio, we should just for the people, make them think that we're kissing. All right, Kyle, I love you. Everyone, go subscribe to our stuff.
Love you too, Chris. Can you just unlock this real quick while I look for the porn?
I don't want to be here while you start your passion project.
This is life being bound to love.